Hey guys, let's talk about lead bars. As you know, we launched recently the final run of the Clan Series 2, the Shock Tees, and we had two variants, which would be the Varys Offie and the Betrayal, which is Krea's or Darth Treya's new assigned saver officially by the Black Series Hasbro figure. And each have their own unique lid bar. So when you purchase either option, you will get in the kit. Obviously, again, our uh, sabers are not necessarily finished products. They are almost finished, but you do have to do a little bit of work to get it completed. And the main reason is that it will require you to weather the hilt because it comes as if it was brand new. You have to weather it and you have to put the lead bar yourself. Now there's again three variants. The Shock T will come with two lead bars. Um, this one is the main one. This is the machined aluminum piece, and it has pre-painted black walls. This one has a little bit of a scratch, so this doesn't necessarily uh, is going to be shipped to you. This stays with me, but you have all sides black. The real prop, the master, metal master, did have black walls, but it has a silver surface here. For this one, I opted to do a DIY because some people might want to either paint the top surface or you can use chemicals like aluminum black and make it look like weathered. So I leave that up to you, whatever you want to do. The easiest would be just to sand the top surface so it has a more, you remove the tool marks. It's very easy to sand. I mean, these tool marks go away fast. So you'll sand the surface. You can cover the walls, the side walls, with masking tape, and then just with some gray primer. You want to match this type of gray color, which is the original one. So you apply the gray color, and then clear coat matte so that you seal the paint. Now, once you finish that, you can attach the light guide, which is basically this little piece here. Basically, you line up the prongs. When you receive your kit, sometimes it will come a little bit warped. This is a resin printed piece, so sometimes heat and other factors may warp it. But you should still be fine. You can unbend it and put it in. Just slide it in or wiggle it in until it's all the way in. And if you want, you can add a little bit of super glue or something to make it stay in its place. So that's the way you do it. Now, to attach the lead bar to the hilt, you have multiple options. As you can see here, it has three little holes. Those holes are basically 2 millimeter diameter by 1 millimeter dip. So you can get neodymium magnets and put them in there, and they'll sit flush in there. You might have to maybe widen it up a little bit. Sometimes it's a little bit too tight. I did machine these at 105. I mean 210, 2 millimeters, 2.1 millimeters, so that it'll have a little bit of clearance, so that you can put the magnet in and also glue it in place. If it's a little bit tight, then you have to kind of press fit it inside, but that also serves as a good option because you won't have to glue it. And also on the hilt, this one's the Barris, but on the hilt you have those same three holes. You put the opposing magnet right there, and then you can remove it. There's a little bit of a window there, and some people like Mark Ryan have done uh, like a crystal chamber reveal section in there, and it looks pretty cool. So that's the only reason you might want to have magnets. But if you're gonna want to go the permanent route, just put some. Um, I use B7000. Sorry, upside down. B7000. This is very similar to the E6000 that it's also a common to use. You can use E6000. Um, but this is a little bit more uh, or less viscous, and it has a needle nose point, so it's a lot easier to apply in there without making a big mess. And then you apply it on the wall, or the inner channels here, and then just put it there and let it sit for whatever curing time it is, like 15 minutes or something like that. Also with the Shock T, you get an original vintage lead bar. These are the ones that they use for the Shock Ts, pretty much. This one in particular does not turn red. This is a blue one. I know the original had red lining, but never used, obviously. It was just a decor piece. But I couldn't get red ones, so these are all blue. Now, you can't necessarily use them with the way I designed the hilt, because there's no port to let the pins go through, unfortunately. So if you want to have light behind or light up the lead bar, I recommend you just use this one. If you're going the static route, um, you can definitely use this. Now, I've also done something with these that also works well. Oh, one other thing, you will have to paint the walls black. I leave that up to you. I don't want to ruin a completed vintage piece, so I leave it like that. Nowadays, and I call this vintage because nowadays all of them have black paint on top instead of gray. I don't know why. So these are older. Anyways, one thing I did with one of these um, is basically I cut all the legs down and then file it down up until I got to a point where it was almost the same height as this one, pretty much like that much I removed. And coincidentally, it let some of the light go through. So it did light up a little bit. Not as good as the at this one, but it still worked. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, I did remove material from here, and it served as a light guide as well. But yeah, you kind of ruin the piece if you do that. Um, but hey, it's up to you. You get one of these and one of these. So you can do whatever you want. Now, on the Barris Offie though, you don't get two. You only get one. And the one you get, it's a little bit different. This one is the sandblasted lead bar. As you can see, this one is just machined and anodized black on the sides. This one is all sandblasted. Now, the reason I made it this way is because I have no evidence of ever seeing a Barris Offie hilt with an original uh, lead Bargraph. All of them were casted from a Shock T, and it didn't have the top brass piece. It was just basically like this, and it was all casted, so it all looked the same color. It was pretty much the lead bar was the same color as the body. So that's the reason I supply the Barris Offie with this one. So the only way you can get these or if you buy the Barris Offie option, or if you bought, because there's no more Barris Offies or Shaktis, unfortunately, just Dark Treyas. But anyways, I might have a few of these if you want to later on do a conversion kit for your shock T. If you want to, there's the emitter, and I think I have end caps that are the same. Yeah, there they are. The end caps that are sandblasted as well. So you can get the emitter, the end cap, and the sandblasted lead bar, and you can convert your shock T into a Barris. Now on the Betrayal, you get something like this, but it's all black. That one I decided to go all anodized black, so it's basically like that. And you will get two light guides. The first ones, and I'm really sorry about this, I didn't think it through originally. The first one didn't come with two light guides, just one, the normal clear color. But with the later shipments, I started shipping them with a pinkish, purplish kind of light guide. If you want to have it like that. It does work with other colors if you have like um, a a um, a pixel 10 pixel PCB behind it. It will shine different colors. It won't be all violet or pink. Um, but whenever you do the pink and purple lights behind it, it looks a lot better. But anyways, it'll look cool because even in the off, you will have like a purple, kind of looks reddish here, but anyways, it's a little bit more pink and purple than my camera wants to show. And again, all of these are the same mechanism. You have like the three little holes for magnets, but if you're not going to be removing the lead bar, again, this is your friend. Just put some glue on it, and it'll stay there forever. Unless you want to remove it, that's the best part of using silicone type of glues. You can remove it, and might want to do, I don't know, weathering or something, or maybe change the lead bar. Oh, this is another reason to use magnets. Um, if you want to convert your shock T into a Barisafi and vice versa, this is a nice way to swap it out. You put magnets on both, and then you can flip um, between versions. Anyways, I think I covered what I wanted to say about lead bars, because I get a lot of questions from all of you asking how does it get attached, how does it work, and things like that. So I hope this video clears up some of the questions you have. And if you have some more, just let me know. All right, guys. Thank you very much. See you on the next one.